Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On play action, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, a standout running back in this league for so long. And now even with the age getting up there, he's still a threat to break off a big run. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered, Just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. To throw is Wentz. And he'll find Hall. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jets. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are losing great coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Hines. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On first down, Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run it with Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The give is to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Hines. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. On the handoff, running left, Marlon Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down.
82.
Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And some room to roam now. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kene Nwangu. 76 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he's got room.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Boykin. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
187 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, boys. 58.
Now it's Nwangu.
Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kene Nwangu.
35 yards.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is
just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Quiddy Pay in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. I got you. I got you.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 53, Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Come on now. Come on, split that.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, he finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Lefty. He's good.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
From the 38, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29.
To throw, it's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Hey, let's get some pedigree. 57. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Stay with your man.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think